The Tomb Kings have come to fight today, ladies and gentlemen. They have showed up in their armor, and they're absolutely beautiful looking creatures. I mean, look at these guys. You have a bone giant with a bow that is probably 5 or 6 times the size of any normal soldier that is being wielded by a bone giant. And then over here you have the Eyes of the Desert. We have some stalkers over here that look absolutely beautiful as well. And then in the center we have a mixture of some chariots, some, what are these? Yeah, screaming skull catapults being thrown in the air that actually are a skull flying through the air into the lines of the Dark Elves. Guys, if you guys are excited for this one, make sure you go down below, hit that like and sub button. Sorry about that. Had a little bit of a hiccup there in the chest. But yeah, now let's look at the Dark Elves. The Dark Elves are also bringing some magnificent looking creatures. Here we have a black dragon, which looks absolutely stunning. Look at this thing. Oh, it looks beautiful. Then over here we have one of the lords sitting on top of this dragon, starting to be skirmished down already. Barely getting into this fight, and he's already being, or she has already started to get skirmished down. And across the front we are seeing some awesome units as well. We're seeing some crossbows. I think these are crossbows, right? Yep. We're seeing some shades here. It looks like they are a crossbow slash melee infantry mix. We have some dark shards with shields here. These ones are also crossbows, but they have shields, so a very hybrid kind of mix when it comes to the archers here. And we have some bolt fiends, more crossbow units, and then they did bring some artillery. They have their own reaper bolt throwers. So let's hit play, get things moving here. Over here on the far left we have Knights of the Ebon Claw, looking beautiful as well. And then way over here we have a feral manticore that looks sick and beautiful as well. But the Tomb Kings are charging up. They are pushing forward their skeleton chariots alongside with their Necropolis Knights and their Eyes of the Desert. So these units are pushing up pretty quickly. It looks like these knights are going to be going head to head with these Dread Knights. The chariots are going to be there for a little bit of support. And now archer fire already starting to come down here. Artillery fire as well. Artillery fire looking like it's trying to hit this general up here, but is missing pretty badly, which is kind of expected. I'm not going to lie. Trying to hit a general like that with artillery is not going to work out the best. Now we're seeing the Supreme Sorceress dive down here into the back lines where all of the archers for the Tomb Kings lay sat. We have a Tomb Scorpion back here. Ooh, look at this thing. Oh, that's sick. Oh, this is just a sick scene right here. Oh yeah, and look at the green that is being lushed out from this or lashed out from this dragon here. Absolutely beautiful. The Tomb Kings are already having a skeleton archer unit go into critical binding, so very rough start for them. But the infantry battle has started. We are seeing a unit of Black Ark Corsairs and Witch Elves battle against a unit of Tomb Guard halberds and just normal Tomb Guard. And then in the back we have some more guard back here. Ooh, a nasty hit coming there. I believe that was a spell used, because you can see it's still hitting units as they go back. So throwing a lot of these units up in the air. A very good use of the spells coming early from the Dark Elves. Now if you guys look at the balance of power, the balance of power does start in favor of the Dark Elves. So keep that in mind towards the later parts of this battle when we begin to see who's winning this fight. So back here in the middle, we are seeing these Eyes of the Desert looking like they're doing a little bit of flanking fire here into that Black Guard. But we're also seeing these Witch Elves now charge forward to engage these Eyes of the Desert in melee combat. And these Eyes of the Desert are going to be able to handle these Witch Elves pretty easily. They are anti-infantry, not anti-large, so they're going to have a pretty hard time dealing with this unit here. But as you can see around back, we are starting to see these Necropolis Knights push up to the top of this mountain here. Maybe looking like they're going to do a little bit of a cav charge here, like these skeleton chariots are, trying to take out these archers in the back lines, fighting these shades and these dark shards. Yep, so fighting these two units back here, trying to silence those archers, because if they can silence those archers, the Tomb Kings are going to have a lot better chance of winning this fight. But speaking of archers, the Tomb Kings do have their skeleton archers set up and beginning to fire here. Nothing crazy, just normal skeleton archers, although we do have a blessed legion back here, which is very cool. And then we have that black dragon and the generals. There's a general fight going on over here. We have the grand what is this, the grand hierophant Ketep. Oh, I'm not pronouncing that. I know I butchered that one. But he's in critical binding and trying to get away from the Supreme Sorceress, who has done a grand amount of damage to him. So right off the bat, guys, I would say that the Dark Elves are doing very, very well. They're handling everything extremely well. Now, the Skeleton Archers are starting to target down this Supreme Sorceress. So very, very interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. Let's go back to full speed here so we can watch some of these knights and stuff clash on the battlefield. Now we're seeing some skulls come flying down, just missing a lot of these units here. I still think they're mainly aiming for this general that is taking a lot of archer fire at the moment. Ooh, now bolt throwers coming into the front, and this front is getting hectic. Oh my goodness, what is all happening? So a lord has fallen for the Tomb Kings. One of their lords has fallen, that one that was in critical binding earlier, which is also sending this Eyes of the Desert into critical binding as they are fighting these witch elves who are winning very, very drastically. So things are starting to look very, very bad for these Tomb Kings. They're going to need a big change of pace here if they want to win this thing. And the Supreme Sorceress also taking a lot of damage, but look at this. Oh, look at that skull catapult hit. Absolutely beautiful hit right in the middle of those dark shields. I thought I saw another one. Yep. Come back here, but that one has missed. But very beautiful shots coming from these skull catapults, hitting exactly where you would want it to hit, and look at the amount of damage it did. And just that one shot there. The archer's really starting to target down the Supreme Sorceress now, who is now at 2,600 health. So that Supreme Sorceress is really just tanking a lot of that damage here, but it's not going to be able to take it for long. Only at 2,600 health left. The Scorpion is now in the middle as well, pushing very, very hard. So that's very good. And yeah, the Tomb Kings are starting to turn things around a little bit here in this melee fight. At least just from my eyes, it appears that they are, especially with pushing the Scorpion up into the fight now, and the Dragon being in the back fighting the artillery. Absolutely beautiful. I just went silent there for a second to soak this battle in. But okay, let's head back here. I was talking about those dragons. Let's push back over here, see what they're up to. So it looks like they are trying to target down this bone giant who is in critical binding. This black dragon is still at over 7,000 health. The Supreme Sorceress is at 6,700 health. So very, very rough right now when it comes to the Tomb Kings. But they are starting to win a couple of these fights up front. We're seeing the Witch Elves and the Black Ark Corsairs both get pushed back. Ooh, a massive hit there from the Scorpion. You saw a lot of guys go flying. Scorpion doing a lot of work up front here. Absolutely sick. Absolutely beautiful. Get a nice little screenshot there to save that one for the thumbnail. But now we're starting to see it. We're starting to see it big time over here. The fights on the outskirts are really starting to take place. The Necropolis Knights are fighting the Knights of the Even Claw, and they are losing. The Feral Manticore also starting to fly over to try to help out against these chariots, because these chariots are wreaking a little bit of havoc. Haven't gotten any kills yet, but they are definitely wreaking havoc. Back over here, these Necropolis Knights already at 7 kills as they are fighting the Death Hag, which is right here. No clue. Absolutely zero clue. Melee specialist. Oh, right here. Nope, that's not him. Yeah, that's him. But there's another one right here. Oh, no, that's a Blackguard. Okay, so this is the Death Hag right here. Okay. Okay, we're getting there. They look the exact same. Alright, now back over here, this bone giant is crumbling as it is fighting this black dragon still. But the black dragon is starting to take a little bit of damage from archer support. And look at this general. The general now flying in to try to help out, landing in the middle of these Tomb King lines. But look at the amount of damage it is taking. Just hammering down on some damage there. It is down to under 5,000 health, just like that. The Manticore is at 4,900 health, just as well. So things are starting to look very, very juicy for the Tomb Kings. They have the general in a position that they would like it, and the other general starting to take heavy, heavy hits, down to almost under 2,000 health. So very, very good here. And now we see the Necropolis Knights and the Chariots combined come out victorious here. So they're going to be able to run amok. And we are seeing these Skeleton Chariots now running in the back line, starting to hit this Reaper Bolt Thrower who we saw earlier, throwing bolts into the sides of the Tomb Kings here. So very, very interesting. Ooh, a little bit of friendly fire there coming from the catapult in the back. But the catapult is definitely starting to target... I don't know what the catapult... Oh, the Chariots, though. Hitting those great swords very hard and wavering them after one charge just like that. And now we're seeing the Knights charge in to clean them up. Absolutely beautiful from the Tomb Kings there, destroying those great swords. And now they're going to start to push forward into the back lines here of the Dark Elves, who actually are all breaking on the front line. As you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4 units all breaking and trying to get out of here, as the High Queen for the Tomb Kings, the last general alive, is only at 990 health. And now you're seeing the rear charge come in from these Necropolis Knights, doing a decent amount of damage, but turning around to try to finish off this unit here. And now you're seeing them charge in fully. Oh, it's devastating! An absolutely devastating charge here. And now you're starting to see the Dark Elves, who are surrounded, try to fight their hardest because they have lost the battles on the outskirts that they needed to win in order to stay in this infantry fight. And look at the damage that is being done up front from those Necropolis Knights. And you're seeing the Scorpion Tail, you're seeing the Black Dragon, you're seeing everything possible fight here. Very, very good fight coming down to the wire. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. This fight is definitely coming down to the wire. I don't think either way you could claim one way or another right now. Oh my goodness. Look at the balance of power now swinging massively in favor of the Tomb Kings. Who would have thought this at the beginning of the battle, that the Tomb Kings would be here right now? Oh my goodness. And back here, they're absolutely massacring this artillery. The Tomb Kings doing everything that they need to do to win this battle. And look at this. They have all the Dark Elves in a massive bind here. You either push forward into some Tomb Guard, some Halberds, some more Halberds, and some more Tomb Guard, or you turn around and try to run away into the likes of a General, or some Necropolis Knights, or some Chariots. So they have them right where they want them. The Supreme Sorceress over here is almost dead as well. Archer's doing an extreme amount of work on them there. The Black Dragon taking damage now, almost under 6,000 health. So absolutely insanity coming from the Tomb Kings here. Playing this infantry battle exactly how they needed to in order to win. Absolutely clinical from the Tomb Kings to get this win here, guys. Oh my goodness, if the Dark Elves pull this out, it is going to be something crazy. They need this dragon to fly over, but now the dragon is starting to target some of these archers back here to try to free up that general from the amount of damage it is taking. Now down to 2,000 health. Oh, the general is now flying into the battle alongside that Manticore and trying to fight its way into a win here, but the Dark Elves being completely surrounded, see a lot of their infantry starting to break off the battlefield. A spell coming in now to try to take out more of these Tomb Kings, but is it going to be enough? This is going to... Oh man, this is really going to come down to the wire here. The Tomb Kings now with a big advantage. Dark Elves with only 300 men left. Ooh, a very nice shot there from the catapult, but the catapult is going to start to do a lot of friendly fire damage. What do we have left here? That's full health. We have the what do we got? The Death Hag and the Blackguard over here. That is all that's left. And now we're seeing the Supreme Sorceress, who's broken, start to fly away off the battle. This Supreme Sorceress, it's only at 147 health. This one's taking Archer Fire. Very, very rough Archer Fire, as well as it's trying to get away. And ladies and gentlemen, the Tomb Kings, out of absolutely nowhere, get the win in this battle. Who would have thought that? Like, honestly, the Tomb Kings, who I honestly wrote off at the beginning of this video, absolutely come through with an insane win here on the battlefield today. If you guys did enjoy this video and would like to see more like it in the future, of course, let me know in the comment section down below. Hit that like and sub button, and of course, I will see you all next time. Peace!